You know, myths perpetuate all society, and they're inaccuracies. They're inaccuracies that become legendary, and they're passed on in society, they're passed on to family, and so they're considered true. So, you know, in the last 30 plus years, we've made a lot of strides in terms of stranger rape, stranger sexual assault. You know, there was once a day when someone actually broke into your house and assaulted you there. The question might be, why did you leave your door unlocked? What did you wear to bed that evening? And so we've certainly come a long way in terms of stranger assault, and hopefully those questions are few and far between. But we've not made that same turn in terms of non-stranger sexual assault, or as some people call it, acquaintance rape. Those questions are still being asked. Were you drinking? What were you wearing? Were you flirting with this? Some states are looking at having laws where consent must be in the affirmative. You must have a yes for this relationship to progress. But it is something that all of us deal with. You know, must you have a yes? Must you have a positive affirmative? Must you say anything at all? What if you're incapacitated and can't offer a no? What if you begin something and you want it to end at that point? Should consent be taken away, or do you have the right to change your mind at that point? And I would certainly think that we do. These are individuals who have been assaulted, who clearly are feeling the impact of it, but do not feel like they can go forward, that they can't involve law enforcement for whatever their reason, and we respect that reasoning. But in terms of the things that they experience, they're no different than someone who has been kidnapped off the street by a stranger and sexually assaulted. They come in with the same fears, the same feelings of guilt and shame, feelings of depression, feelings of anger, feelings of not knowing where to turn. Life is out of control. And I think that in particular with acquaintance rape victims, they have that sense of betrayal. Here is someone that perhaps they trusted, that they sought to be friends with, that they may have even dated in the past, may have been intimate with in the past, and then that individual betrays that trust. And I mean, what you have to understand is that recovery is a process. It's a road. It's a road to be traveled, and everything that happens to that victim along the way is impactful. But if you have had the courage, you've demonstrated the courage to come forward and tell what has happened, and then have the additional courage to tell law enforcement, to tell someone else that you're not familiar with these intimate details, and then probably an attorney, a prosecutor, and then if it makes it through the court system to a jury of people that they have never seen before in their life. And throw in there perhaps a rape crisis counselor and a forensic examiner, different people that hear the story along the way. And then, in the end, they feel supported, they feel validated, they feel listened to, they feel believed. Absolutely, that's going to make a big difference in their recovery. You know, there are a couple of different kinds of prevention, and we believe in both of them here at the Women's Center. The first is risk reduction, and that's very important. That's about having a buddy system. That's about monitoring how much alcohol you're intaking. It's about watching your drinks, whether that is a soda or an alcoholic beverage, that you don't leave it unattended at any time. Those things are absolutely critical because they help reduce the risk of something happening to you. But the other level of prevention, what we call primary prevention, is absolutely about changing those mores in our society, the things that we believe that help to cover up this crime, that actually perpetuate this crime. And so we want people talking about that. We want to know, why is our society tolerant of this kind of behavior? And until you start having those conversations, yes, in dorm rooms, and yes, in boardrooms, and yes, everywhere else in this country, those things will not change to the degree that they need to.